It's Challenge Cup quarter-final second leg hockey here tonight at Braehead Arena, where the Clan will take on the Nottingham Panthers, with the winners progressing through to the semi-finals to take on the Sheffield Steelers. There's just a small matter of the aggregate scoreline to settle. The Nottingham Panthers winning 5-4 last week in Nottingham means that the Clan start with a 1-goal deficit tonight. Head coach Ryan Finnerty has requested that 1-0 goes up on the scoreboard to make sure that not just his players but the fans in the arena understand the task in hand. Will it work out? There's only one way to find out. Let's go ringside. Scott Arson on the ice, his first game as a father. Sneaky play, Clan got away with it. Comes into the neutral ice with Bruton. Bruton backhands the pass out to Keith. Clan playing well. The puck drops. Oh, and it's there! Bruton! The Clan draw level in this tie with not even a minute gone. What's that to do with the mind games? The puck dribbled there. What did you make of that one, Holty?
Well, I thought it was a very good entry by Bruton and Keith into the zone. Keith took it wide on the right-hand wing and threw it on net on Wiikman, making his first start after a lengthy injury relief. And it squeezed through his right arm and Bruton on the doorstep to bang in the easy rebound.
Turns it over. It's Scotty Pitt in a little bit of space, just when he likes it. Myers feeds it back, misread puck. Could be dingier. Fullerton has to take charge. It's not enough. It opens up for the Panthers. Fullerton does all he can, but it's not enough. It's a real mishap on the play, and the Panthers have regained their 1-goal lead. And Clan, my oh my, will they want that one back? Chris, what was your take on that? Fullerton left with no option there, was he?
Yeah, that was definitely the right decision to go out and try and get that puck. Rick Jackman, there was a tough turnover here in the offensive zone, and Jackman made the right play to try and hold up the forechecking forward. The puck went down there and Fullerton went out, which was the right thing to do. A little unfortunate on the clearing attempt. He ended up hitting the Nottingham player in the shin pad, and then everything from there kind of just fell apart.
Clark regains control for the Panthers. Well, just under 5 minutes to go in this first period. Plenty of action. Plenty of psychology going on as well as the Panthers feed it through. It's a lovely play out to Lee. Lee keeps it moving. Swindlehurst throws it in, and the redirect takes it past Travis Fullerton. And talking about mental strength, the Panthers have held on here and have struck a blow to the Clan in this first period. The scoreboard says Panthers 2, Clan 1. But it's Panthers 3, Clan 1. Back at the point, they keep it moving on the power play. Lee winds up a huge shot and rockets it past Travis Fullerton. The Panthers go 8-5 in this tie in the lead, and that's a sore one for the Clan.
That's a tough one. Lee with a perfect shot off the far post and in, right over top of the pad of the outstretched Fullerton, but you got to give credit to Chris Lawrence in front, a big man providing a big screen. I'd be shocked if Fullerton even saw that release.
Pushes it wide, the shot comes through, doesn't get past Gotts, looking to squeeze their way past himself. Davies, without the stick, doing all he can. Still doesn't do enough to get it clear as it comes to Lee. Davies playing football, whatever he can, to create some space, but Clan could be in trouble here as Ling opens up a space on the ice, feeds it through to Lawrence, tumbles in the slot. Davies back in the action, provides the other block as Clan return to full strength. As you said, Chris, that was a big penalty kill, but it's not over yet as the puck finishes over and the curse of the commentator comes in as Clan find themselves 9-5 down in this tie, and that is a sore one.
Well, just at the end of a great penalty kill by the Clan there, especially at the end with Ben Davies' extra effort with no stick, managing to get the puck out of the zone, but they came back, countered quickly on a quick little 3-on-2, and the goal scorer for the Panthers left all alone to the right side of Fullerton.
Lawrence picks it up. Clan having to suck up a bit of pressure, but now with the opportunity to unbottle it as Harper squeezes his way through. Is denied progress. Wiikman keeps the play going. The home crowd calling for it. Not given. Fritsch comes in. Jansen lands a heavy one in. Fritsch stands up to the punishment though as the Panthers come away. Farmer feeds it through. Mosey finds himself in all kinds of space. Mosey It just trickles through the 5-hole of Travis Fullerton to what could effectively end the night here for the Braehead clan. It was Mosey who found himself in acres of ice. Direct to goal, went for the 5-hole, and it just trickled through into the clan goal. Pitt drops the puck, tries to force it through. It's still there with Brooks. Brendan Brooks, wonderful work from Scotty Pitt. He refused to give up, managed to take the puck, I think from this angle on the skate, to get a bit of an opportunity. And how calm was BB Brendan Brooks there?
Yeah, that was wonderful. The Clan winning the faceoff and poking it into the slot over the stick of the Panther defender. Miika Wiikman going for the poke check and clear. Unsuccessfully, Brendan Brooks never giving up on the play.
Just a minute left now. McKeever. Wah. Panthers playing a really measured game. Although it does come loose here now. Clan a chance for a little bit of a consolation one. It's Captain Keith who pumps it away to reduce the deficit. But with 42 seconds left on the clock, 3 goals would seem an ambitious target.
Well, a never say die attitude for the Clan. Matt Keith getting a loose puck in the slot, firing a wrist shot, saved by Wiikman, and he picks up his own rebound and tucks it to the left of him along the ice and into the corner, giving the fans something to cheer for here at the end of this game.
So a really interesting game tonight from the get-go. Obviously there was some conversations being had about the scoreboard at the top. Were you aware of that when you came out on the ice?
Well, no, I wasn't. Usually don't look at the scoreboard at the very beginning of the game, but once they mentioned that, we all look over and we're like, wait a minute. Let's play 0-0. It's a new game. But, we kind of moaned a little bit about it, and they weren't having it, so we just said, okay, whatever. What can you do? We didn't want to start off on a bad note and kind of make the refs mad at all. So we accepted it, and I guess it's not that big of a deal. But it was very bizarre.
Yeah, unusual. Did you feel like it was those kind of mind games at the start? And obviously Clan did take an early lead, but it didn't pan out that way.
No, it didn't. But yeah, it's weird. I've never seen that before. I mean, obviously I've never played in the Challenge Cup before either. But starting off 1-0, that is just very, very bizarre. But yeah, we battled through that, and we played well, and they played well too. And we were on our game tonight, and we were rolling 4 lines, and our D played well, and it was good to, Miika, our goalie, he hasn't played in a long time, and that first shot I thought he had it in his chest, and we all kind of looked at each other like, oh boy. But he turned it around, and he's been working really hard, and he panned out real well and played well.
Yeah, and 2 import goalies on the roster. That was a really interesting decision. A little bit of insurance policy there on the part of the Panthers, but it wasn't needed.
No, yeah, and Shane's been great for us too. He's been great. We've won some hockey games with him in the lineup, and he came in and did his thing, and he works hard in practice. And having 3 goalies in practice is tough too. And especially in this league, I don't think guys are used to having 4 lines in this league for the most part. So we have a lot of guys, but we're starting to figure out how to play with 4 lines and 6 defensemen, and I think you need that over time, especially in this time of the year. Having extra bodies and rolling the lines like that, then everybody's fresh. And then you're competing with everybody like, okay, hey, if your line's not going, then you're not going to play. And so there's a little competition. I think that's good overall, and it's going to help us down a long stretch here.
So obviously a really rough result for the Braehead clan tonight, but just to take it back to the start there was some discussion over the scoreboard. A really interesting tactic to go to throw that 1 goal deficit up there, right, for everyone to see.
I think it made it a lot easier for our guys, I found, to realize we are down 1-0. Usually we don't start playing until we're down 1-0, and you know what, we got the dream start, scored in the first shift, and we were flat. We were just flat. It was just no life on our bench, and it was frustrating, very frustrating night. I mean, you get a start you could only dream of. First shift, you score a goal, you go 1-1, and all the momentum's with you, and we didn't capitalize on it.
A couple of key mistakes obviously started to change the momentum there. Travis Fullerton comes out to play the puck there, and it just doesn't go where he wants it. And do you feel that was the real game changer there? Things started to change from that point on.
I mean, it only put him up by 1, and even by 2, it was fine. We've been resilient and we've come back, but we just let it slip away. We didn't claw it back. We just had no life. We did not deserve to win today. We had 1 line going. We had the Keith line, and the rest were flat, were dead, non-existent. And you can't win. You can't beat Nottingham with 3 guys going.
Do you feel it was partly the atmosphere of these midweek games and stuff? Like, what impact did that have to play on it, if any, for you?
None. Absolutely none. I mean, you got to show up. They showed up. They played, they traveled and showed up. You know, there's no excuse. We were horrible, we were flat, we were terrible. We had 95% of our team weren't at the races today. Our execution, just everything. We just mentally, physically, we were bad tonight. And we didn't deserve to win, and the scoreline reflects that.